Special performance for special people. Like you, like a couple. Your mothers is success.
An interesting video right there, of course, about exploring dance in Nigeria. Okay, so dance was explored in the ancient times as expression of celebration, fertility, and social recreation, which has not changed till date. Some professional dancers say in view of numerous benefits of dance, some economic benefits could be achieved also through proper exploration of dance, mostly among the youth, considering the unbearable situation of unemployment in the country. So with us in the studio is Michael Okoye. He is the founder of a dance group called Magic Steppers, and he is here to tell us how challenging it is, to explore dance in Nigeria. So welcome, Michael Okoye.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Walk us through this video that we just watched. What happened? What was the situation?
That was a wedding.
Okay.
So we got invited to, do a performance at a wedding, to entertain the guests, and so because we're into the business of dance and performance, so we got that invite to perform at that wedding, and as you can see, it was an exciting one. So it's what we do basically. We're a dance outfits based here in Abuja. We've been on for a couple of years, but professionally, I would say we've been on since 2013. So we are celebrating 10 years on stage this year, sometime towards the end of the year.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting. So how did it start, this journey? I mean, we've seen situations where, our African parents would see a particular, kind of, should I say, a craft, and look at it like, don't tell me you plan on using this to sponsor yourself, to take care of yourself, to survive all through life.
Yes,
so how has it been?
It was tough. It is still tough for a couple of people, but for us, then we started when dance was taken as an act for those who have the plans to be dropped out. That was how dance was seen when we started doing it. There was nothing good coming out of it. We really had a few mentors that were doing it right. Credit to people like Kafi, they were the ones doing it right. They set the pace that a couple of us followed. So for our parents who were educated and saw you dancing on the road or in one venue, and then even before you get home, somebody has called your parents, hello, Mama Michael, I don't know, it looks like it's your boy I saw here. And there's lots of questions to answer when you get home. But we had to, it's one of the hurdles you must face to make them see that thing you believe in. Because a lot of us believed in this and we believed we could earn a living, we could make a life, a career out of this dancing. So one of the things we needed to do as a clearance phase was convince your guardians or your parents to see what you're seeing. So for a few of us, we're able to get our parents and loved ones to see that we're not just dancing because we don't want to go to school. By the way, I'm a graduate of microbiology and biotechnology, so dance never stopped me from being a professional in my career. It was just, dance was passion. There's passion, there's profession. So a lot of times, there are lots of passionate people. Example, Faust the Bad Guy is a renowned lawyer, but I mean, the music pays the bills more. So just that's how it is for us. So I am a dancer, but I'm also a microbiologist. So getting my parents to see that what I'm doing is not a waste of time was one, I had to go to school. So the moment I got into school and I was doing okay with school, so they saw that the dance is not affecting my education. And so they were able to key in and say, so long as you can strike a balance, you have a go ahead. And so times passed and gradually started to see that their boy dancing on the streets, on TVs, on platforms like this, on NTA and the rest of them. So they were like, dance can put you on this kind of platform. go ahead, do your thing. And then he went from there to where he decided to see returns that, okay, you're not just dancing and wasting your time. It was beginning to bring in, you know, monetary value, awards, opportunities. And so we're here today.
Wow. Okay, so how was it, should I say, now we're talking about the topic of, you know, exploring it and our society even. We've seen societies like the India where like dancers earn a lot of money. So Nigeria is, I think we're getting to that stage, but it's still fizzle, it's still hard. So how difficult is it, you know, exploring dancing and gaining from it?
Well, for me, I'll speak from my personal experience. I might not agree with a lot of people, but the dance, for me, it comes in two phases. There's passion and there's business. So at that beginning phase, you're very passionate. You just want to dance. Somebody should get you to that event, get me to that party, give me the stage, let me just perform. And then as you advance, you get to realize that, okay, I've been dancing and there's no food at home. And there's somebody waiting for me. So how do I make something out of this dance? You now start to understand that there's a business side to it. Do you understand? So dancers get good payment, get good jobs, get good endorsements, platforms, opportunities, yes. But you have to harness it from dance just being a talent and take it from that talent and passionate stage to a business and professional stage. Somebody calls you, dancer, come, we have one event, come and dance. So I'm asking you, what's the budget? What's what are we talking about? And you're like, we will give you food when you come. You know, and I'm like, okay, the sneakers I wear to dance, your food will not get it for me. You know, I wear costumes, but because if I'm dressed if I'm not dressed right, there are places you cannot access. Because a lot of times your branding does a lot of work for you. Because there's a way you appear as a dancer, as a dance group, as a dance company. And then even before you tell them what you do, somebody's already welcoming you into the event. You know, they're like, okay, sorry, who are you guys coming? And you say we're dancers. And the mindset they have about dancers is some young man that just folds one trouser up, puts one cap at the back with one black singlet on the street. So when you brand yourself, one, it gives you a lot of, you know, you're received properly. And then there's the phase where you have to, I tell every dance artist that there are phases in this project. The first one is to discover yourself, you know. That's the phase where you have to convince yourself that I want to dance. I want to make a living out of this. And then the next phase is you putting yourself out there. That's where you need platforms. Any opportunity that you can do something so that the right person can see you. Because there are a lot of people that are in need of dancers, but they don't know where to get them. Probably the ones they've seen are the ones just on the road doing it anyhow, and that doesn't speak well for the kind of brand that they represent. So they have no idea that there are those that fit into that your brand nicely, and they're looking for them, but there's no platform.
Okay, that's actually going to be the next question that I would ask. Talking about a platform, do dancers in Nigeria? Because you've talked about prominent dancers like Kafi, and then do you have like a body or an organization that dancers subscribe to in Nigeria?
Yes, there's the Guild of Dance Nigeria. It's called GOND. So they regulate the activities of dancing. Even though that whenever there's a body, they will still have those that oppose what the body is doing, but there is a body that governs the activities of dance. They make sure that before you as a dance group or as an individual dancer go on stage, there are certain criteria you meet.
Okay.
Yeah, so brand-wise, talent-wise, technicality and all of that, there's a certain standard you have to get to before they can take you and put you on a certain brand. I don't want to call names, there are certain brands that will have events, and before you can come on that stage, there's a vetting process you have to go through. They have to be sure that you've done something for a similar kind of brand or you're good enough for their stage. That's why a lot of times when certain brands call you, you hear questions like, where have you performed before? Can I see what you've done before? And so if you show them videos of platforms that are equally as good, and then they can see that, oh, okay, you've done something this good, yeah, they can be willing to bring you up and pay you good. Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the challenges for you dancers? Because you've given me a picture of the corporate dancers and the roadside dancers.
Yes.
So what are some of the challenges for you, the corporate dancers?
All right. There's that mindset that is dance.
Okay.
We can have a Wizkid on this event. He will come to your show. All the songs he's going to perform, you've heard them more than 10 times before. And then you still pay through your nose. But there's a dance company that is going to put 20 dancers on stage. And then you feel like it's dance. So you're giving them less than a quarter of what you're giving to one artist. And then if you call me today to perform and I dance to a certain song, if you want to have me tomorrow, I come back to do that same dance, you won't bring me again because you'll say there's lack of creativity. I've seen this before. But if you have a Wizkid and he performs Holla at Your Boy today, and tomorrow he comes here again with one standing mic and chair, you will still receive it with so much excitement. So one, there's that, they feel like we're not good enough. We don't deserve the money. We work harder than every other sector, every other entertainment body. Because as a singer, yes, they put in so much work at the studio, maximum credit, but they can just sit down the way I'm seated with one mic and just sing to you. You know, you won't even move a muscle, and then you're fine. But I cannot sit down here and just do like this. No. Every part of my body is going to get to work. I will roll on the floor if need be. From here, one movement has taken me to the door, I'm back. There's acrobatics and all of that, and they feel like we're not good enough. So there's that challenge of, you don't deserve my money. Why should I pay you to be on my stage? So they don't see the number of work we put in. That's a huge challenge. And secondly, they feel like a company is same as one. If, for instance, they have 10 artists on ground for an event, you are one artist, he's one artist, there's a dance group of 20 people, and they're giving you ₦1 million. They'll comfortably give you 1 million, and give the 20 persons in a group 1 million. So I don't know if they feel like these 20 persons sleep in one house, wear the same outfit. So that's a major challenge for the dance industry. It's one of the things we face today. But thanks to certain brands, it's been corrected. So there are brands that pay decently for dance companies to come on board and dancers do adverts now, do commercials, which was not common before. We have dancers doing commercials for corporate bodies, corporate brands, and it's what we prayed for, and it's beginning to happen. So we're excited about that.
So how is the marketing? Like, how does it come? How often do you get businesses?
Well, like you said, marketing goes a long way. And one of the ways you can market yourself is the use of social media. So that's why we have Instagram, there's TikTok, there's Twitter. For instance, you can just dance to a Davido song. It has happened a lot of times. You do a dance to, he drops a song today, tomorrow, you jump on that song, you do a very nice dance cover to it. You could be blessed. He gets to see it. Some of the top bloggers will just repost it. Before you know it, you're all over social media, and then someone is sending you a DM. We saw something about this online. Can we meet with you? And then before you know it, somebody's, because certain brands come to you for different reasons. If you have the numbers, for instance, if you are a good influencer, you have numbers on social media, and this brand, they have an opportunity, they want something that will drive traffic to them, and you have that numbers to drive that traffic, you're swimming in money already. Yeah. So at some point, it's not even all about your skill. How good are you? Business-wise, because you have the numbers, you earn better than the person who is a good dancer. I don't want to call names or belittle anyone, but there are certain dancers that are judging those who trained them because they were able to harness the use of their social media. They had that numbers, got that publicity, and so those brands are working with those numbers. Because if, for instance, if the brand wants you to market this and you have 1 million followers on Instagram, but you're not so good at dancing, and you can just throw your body around and say, yeah, daily trust, and then on your you have that traffic going on. They rather pay you to do that thing for them because they know that you will drive that traffic than giving the guy who is so skilled, but you won't bring any returns at the end of the day. So
now, Sumaya, talking about skill, guess what? I've been thinking about how you generate those dance moves, because if you look at everything that's been going on in the world of dance, it looks like we've seen it all. And then tomorrow you see something else.
More innovation.
So how do you guys get all of those moves and not repeat what you do?
That's the reason why this brand should pay us. Because we sleep in the studio. Sometimes it's a creative process. Creativity comes from anything. I can look at this light, for instance, the way it's positioned. One of the buttons are going this way, and then you just do something like this because you saw the light. And before you know it, I like that. Someone can just tell, I like that. You can show me what I did. Something comes out of it. And then you post it and give it a name. It's the mic move. And then it's trending on social media, the mic move. That's something you just sat down to create. But it's one thing to create it. It's another thing to be able to put it out and make it something good. So a lot of work goes into creating that process. Brands come to you and tell you, we have this jingle, we want to throw out a dance challenge so we can drive traffic, but we don't want something we see every day. They don't want you to do a popular move that they already know. We know Booga. So don't do any of those. Come up with something we've not seen. So to you, they just give it to you because they feel like you are the dancer. Do it. So we have to go back to the dance studio. We have to sleep on it. You listen to the song. What does the lyrics say? What's the message behind that song? And then with that, you're trying to, let's say the song has something about daily trust is the best. Daily trust. What can you do now to portray daily trust? You just stay and you just come up with something, move your head, and you show the person, and I like it. I've not seen this before. But that took you a lot of creative process. You probably have been in the studio morning till evening. You try this one, it didn't work. You sit down, you wait for a bit, you try again, filming, and then at the end of the day, you come up with that, and then it works. So a lot of creativity and deep thinking goes into the process.
Okay, so considering, you say that it has to be top brands that pay better. What about the small, like the weddings that you're getting? Do you have another source of income, or is this the only channel you have, with your group?
Yes, so a lot of time when they say how many sources of income, it looks like after dancing, you have to go and do something else. But I can tell you from my experience that even in the dance, you can have various streams of income. In the dance, they have fast and rising artists who release songs, and then because they just drop those songs, they want those songs to trend, and they know that one of the best ways to make something sell is to put dance to it. So a lot of times they throw out challenges. They're giving out 500,000, 200,000, make a dance video to my song, do something. So there are those who have channeled their energy into that's what as like making, videos for artists for songs like that. And then there are those who are very highly booked in the act of performances. So they get a lot of engagement. There's a birthday party happening somewhere, they want them to entertain. There's a wedding happening somewhere, they want you to entertain. Dancers also go into costuming. There's certain kind of costuming you want to do for after parties, for themed events. Someone can have a wedding and she wants let's say, a Coming to America themed kind of after party where she wants to see that whole South African feel, the royalty. So it's not just you coming to do your everyday dance move now. So you're being paid to give me a concept, create this idea for me, and I'll pay you for it. Just send your invoice. So even as a dancer, you can be earning money from doing a normal performance at a birthday party. And as a dancer, you have an iPhone, you're also making videos. You're a good videographer, so you create content as well. You make money from there. And so there are also dancers who also do 9 to 5. So they are able to balance it such that by 8 they are at work, 3, 4 they are back, by 5 they are in the studio. Some are taking fitness classes at various locations too. So there are multiple streams of ways you can. So if you want to rely on just performing on stage, you have to really be good to get that much invite and get that huge amount as well.
A really interesting one. It
Yeah.
seems like Michael has, mastered his craft.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you made a dance a whole source of income. You have like a stream. It's like the networking where you see someone having different kinds. So even in dancing now, people know that you can also do this and do all sorts of things in order to have multiple streams, which is really amazing. So Michael, lastly, just give the younger generations that are coming up and are looking at these things and they don't know how it really works and they really want to make a name for themselves with this career.
All right. So first thing first, discover yourself. Be sure that even when this dancing is not giving you all the money you expect, you still find fulfillment in doing it. Because even if you grow from that passionate stage to the professional stage, what happens when you don't now see that money you expect? It's like a business. Some days it's low, some days it comes the way you expect. So those days when it comes slow, will you just give up because it's not giving you the money? So there needs to be passion. It's that passion that will keep you even the days when it's not coming as expected. And it's also okay to have something else on the side. You must not depend solely on dance. So as you grow, understand the phase where you are, understand the situation of the economy, and then be smart enough to know that at this point I need to back this dance up with something else. Because there are a lot of dancers you see driving exotic cars. I can tell you for free that it's not dance that gave them the money they used in buying those cars. They have some other businesses on the side. I know a lot of dancers that in the evening they have they are at one event performing, but in the daytime or they have their shops where they sell hairs, where they sell clothes. So when this one is not exactly giving me something, the shop is open. We need to have something there. So if the shop is not open, somebody's making an order. Hello guys, I want you guys to do a dance cover to my song. So be creative, put yourself out there. Take advantage of social media. It does a lot of good. These days, you just have to put your content there. Somebody watching will reach you. Example, just post a video, write hashtag Abuja Dance Group. So somebody comes into the town and they want to do an event. They don't know anybody who dances. They go on social media to just type Abuja Dance Groups. And then somehow, because you've put a lot of content online, once they put in that hashtag, like 10 of your videos are coming out already. And like, okay, they go to your bio, somebody's sending you a DM. Can we get a contact? Can we have a meeting? And before you know it, from your home, you're getting a call for the next event in 2 days. So it works. It's just discover yourself. Be sure that is what you want to do, because there will be days when it wouldn't be as you expect. For instance, during the COVID era, a lot of dancers changed their careers because they were in platforms to dance for a couple of months. And then, out of sight is out of mind. So you need to constantly put it there. There are days when there's no event coming. You have to keep putting out content, because suddenly there will now be a time. I'll give you an example with my team. During the period of election, immediately after election, it was the fasting period. So there weren't too many events happening at that time, but we're dishing out content back to back. The moment election and fasting finished, the calls were numerous, but we're already prepared. So in a day, you can get 4 events. You just delegate 5, 6 dancers, go and hold this place, go this side. So you spread yourself, and then, it's coming in from here. You're already buying a land, you start building your house.
So I think I have one more question. So what do you think the future of dance would be for Nigeria? Where is it right now, and what would the future hold for dance in Nigeria? To the world now?
Yes. Okay, first of all, we are not where we were 10 years ago, 5 years ago. It has gotten better, and it's getting better. The dance is like the entertainment industry generally. It's like the new oil. So we're calling on corporate bodies, strong and great individuals. Please key in. It's worth investing in, I promise you. Because where it's going to right now, you're calling a dance artist and you're paying the same thing you pay a music artist. So take advantage of us now before we get too expensive. Now we're still fairly affordable. So key in, and we promise you won't regret it, because there's nothing dance cannot do. Whatever message you want to sell, whatever message you want to portray, dance can do it. So key in now, and then trust me, you'll be happy you did.
All right. Thank you so much, Michael Okoye. Michael, the Magic Street, yeah?
Steppers.
Yes, oh, Magic Steppers. Yes. Of course, he is the founder of Magic Steppers Dance Crew. Thank you so much for coming in to give us the insight on dance and exploring, of course, the challenges in Nigeria. And with that, of course, we bring you the end of today's show of Daybreak Extra. We hope that you were enlightened, you were entertained, and of course, you learned a lot, a great deal, because I'm sure the show was full packed with a lot of knowledge here. Yes, I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thank you so much for watching. And do not forget, please stay tuned, because Adeni Ajishafe will be coming in with sport news. Stay with us.
And I am Dana Daniel Ziggy. Thanks for having this time with us.